Welcome to Crazy Praizy on June 23rd, 2020. This is our second edition of Crazy Praizy Online, and I'm so excited to be here today. My name is Mr. Adam, and this is...
My name's Emily.
And we're so glad to be here today. We hope you all enjoyed last week. We had some technical difficulties. Streaming is new to us, and so sound and stuff like that is kind of, we're working it all out, but hopefully today will be a lot better. So I'm really excited. We have some cool stuff coming up. Do you know what we have coming up?
We are going to be talking about hearing today.
Hearing, like when you go to a hearing, or what does hearing mean?
It means, how do you explain hearing?
So hearing, well, that's a good question. We were talking about, so hearing is when sounds and vibrations go into your ear and they do magic in your ear, and then your brain goes, oh, that is what, I'm hearing something, and then your brain goes, this is what I'm hearing. So could you understand what I just said?
Yeah.
That's because your brain is translating what I'm saying into words that your brain understands. So if I were to go, can you understand that?
No.
Well, neither could I.
I can't understand
But that's
that.
what we're talking about. So our brain is able to understand things that we know, and we're going to be talking about that. What did we learn about last week? What was our sense that we learned last week?
We learned about our sight.
Our sight, exactly. Our sight. And so when we learned about our sight, we learned that we can see things, and there's beautiful colors, and there's all kinds of things that we can see and look around in the world, and they're just amazing. And so what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Is green. That's fantastic. I love green. Okay, my favorite color is also, I like yellow. I like yellow. I have a yellow watch. I have a yellow phone. I have a yellow car. I like yellow. So yellow is a good color. But today is hearing. What's your favorite thing to hear?
I like to hear music.
Music. So what's your favorite kind of music? Are you a country western girl?
No.
Do you like heavy metal? Do you like kid songs? All right, what's your favorite kind?
I like Disney music.
Disney music. Into the unknown. Like that? Is that exactly what it sounds like?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I don't think that's the best kind of singing to hear. So you know what? I think we should sing some songs with our characters. What do you think about that?
I think it's a great idea.
All right, let's sing some song with our characters. Here we go.
And that's what it's all about. You put your head in, you put your head out. You put your head in and you shake it all about. You give your heart to Jesus and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out. You put your whole self in and you shake it all about. You give your heart to Jesus and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus. And that's what it's all about. Everybody, give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus. Give your heart to Jesus. And that's what it's all about. Yeah.
and go. Stop and go. Stop. Stop and go. Stop and go. Stop and go. Go. We're gonna stop. Be still and know He is God. We're gonna go. Let our life always show His love. Yeah.
Woohoo! Good job, boys and girls.
Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Right on. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Right on, left on. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, right foot. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. Well, I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, right foot, left foot. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. Well, I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, right foot, left foot. Nod your head. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, right foot, left foot. Nod your head, turn around. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. Oh, I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Right arm, left arm, right foot, left foot. Nod your head, turn around, jump up and down. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Say amen. Amen. Say amen. Amen. Come on, say amen. Amen. Jump up and down. Clap your hands and stomp your feet. Come on, say amen. Now sit down.
Woohoo! Wasn't that fun to worship today?
That was a lot of fun.
I am so tired. Whew. I tell you what. So what are you holding in your hands there, Miss Emily?
Well, if you watched last week, you would have seen Miss Laura Kate and Aria paint us a picture, but we ended before they could finish it. So
Oh, look at that.
That's what
That's
it's
amazing. Wow, look at all those bright colors, boys and girls. And we can see those bright colors because God gave us the eyes to do that. So what is that a picture of, Emily?
that's Aria riding a dinosaur.
Aria was our special guest last week. That was Laura Kate's niece, and she came on to help with doing a beautiful painting. So isn't that amazing? Clap your hands, boys and girls. That's a great job, Laura Kate and Aria, and I think Aria's going to put that in her room, and I'm pretty excited about that. So, well, let's put those over here for now, and then we'll get those to Aria very soon. Is that going to stay? There's no way that's going to stay. So let's put them over here where they will be stepped on later. Okay, so what have you got there?
I've got a little experiment.
Ooh, an experiment. I like that. It's my favorite kind of gum. Okay, so what
you hold that side of the cup.
Okay.
And we're going to walk kind of where we can stretch this.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk to you through this string. Hello. Could you hear me?
I did. That was amazing. How did that happen? Do it again.
Hello.
I heard you say hello. How is that possible? What did you do?
It's magic.
Okay, can I try it with you?
Yeah.
Hello, Emily! Could you hear that?
I heard that loud and clear.
Oh, very good. Well, I wasn't sure. Let me whisper. Hello, Emily! Oh, sorry. Okay, let me really try to whisper. Hello, Emily, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes, I agree. I am very handsome. Oh, that's not what you said. What did you say? I couldn't hear what you said.
I just said hello. I can hear you.
Oh, very good. Well, that's amazing. Well, boys and girls, that is a really neat way that we can hear, and I encourage you to go home and do that. What do you do how do you make that?
Well, you get 2 cups, and then you have your mommy or daddy put little holes in the bottom of the cup, and you put a string, and you tie them to the 2 cups.
That is awesome.
And that's all you do.
So that's kind of like the first cell phone. So
Yep.
like if I want to go, hey, do you want to go to the mall? And then you would reply, sure. Let's go to the mall. Let me ask my mom. And then you would go to talk to your mom who's 20 feet away. So I don't understand, but this is amazing. Well, we're going to hear a lot of cool stuff about hearing today, and we actually have a great book that we're going to be listening about that talks about hearing, and we have a puppet just show, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Do you know about that?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see that too. So you know what? I think let's hear a story. You want to hear a story?
Yeah, I want to hear a story.
All right, let's hear a story from Miss Denise. Here we go.
Playing the circus band would be Salty's dream come true. He plays in the band, written by Adam Black and illustrated by Laura Kate Yarbrough. There once was a little pig who lived in a circus. His job was to do tricks in the circus with a bunch of aardvarks. He loved to hear the children as they giggled and laughed. He loved hearing the big circus drum and big circus band. He liked performing with the aardvarks, that was for sure. But oh, to be able to play in the circus band would be Salty's dream come true. He wasn't too picky at which instrument he would play. He liked the roar of the drum and the high notes of a piccolo. Strumming a guitar sure would be sweet. Playing the saxophone would be just fine too. The vibrations, the loudness, the deep booms and high pitches, all were music to Salty's ears, if only he could just get the chance to play in the band. One of the aardvarks heard Salty speak to himself and said, "Salty, do you know how to play an instrument?" Salty looked to the ground and could only murmur, "No." Then another aardvark approached and asked what was going on. The first aardvark told him that Salty wanted to be in the band but didn't know how to play an instrument. The second aardvark said to Salty, "It's kind of hard to be in a band if you can't play an instrument." Salty looked up at the 2 aardvarks and said with all he could muster, "I know it's hard, but hearing all of the sounds of the band gives me such great joy. I would love to share that with all the girls and boys." The first aardvark told Salty to go and try one of the instruments since the band wasn't practicing. Salty wasn't sure about that, so he reluctantly walked over to all of those instruments and picked up a guitar. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath and took his hoof and strummed the strings with all he had. The noise that came from that guitar was like nothing anyone had ever heard before. It was the loudest, most awful sound ever made. Salty was crushed. He put the guitar back and walked away from the instruments, sad and defeated. What Salty didn't know was the band director saw him try to play the guitar. He had compassion for Salty and called him over. "Salty," he said, "do you want to be in our band?" Salty could barely look up, but he said to the band director, "Yes," in barely a whisper. The band director looked at Salty and said, "What was that, Salty?" Salty replied a little yet louder, "Yes, I wish I could." The band director replied before Salty could even get the last word out. "Well then, Salty, you shall be in the band. I have just the instrument for you." He took Salty over to the instruments and pulled out a metal cup-looking thing and a drumstick. "Here you go, Salty. You will be playing this." Salty couldn't believe his ears. Nothing sounded sweeter than the words the band director spoke. Not a drum, or flute, or clarinet, or bassoon. The band director's words of encouragement and love were the sweetest sounds of all, and every time Salty played that cowbell with the band, he was reminded that encouragement and love are the greatest sounds God ever made. The end.
Well, I'm so excited to see if Icky comes back today.
Well, hello, Emily. How quaint to see you again on this fine morning. Are we partying and praising today?
Hi, Icky. Yes, we are praising and partying. We are talking about hearing today.
What was that, Emily? I can't hear a word you're saying.
I said we're talking about hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emily, but I hear your lips moving, but I hear absolutely nothing. Is your voice broken?
No, my voice.
Sorry, Emily, but this is not going to work. I think I know how to fix this. Could you turn yourself up?
How is this, Icky?
No, that won't do. Try turning your whole body up.
Like this?
No, Emily, you're just looking silly. I mean, turn your body around.
Like this?
Oh, bother. No, Emily, the other way.
Now?
Perfect, Emily, except you're too loud.
Oh, bother.
Oh, are you mocking me?
No, of course not, Icky. Anyway, getting back to the main thing I was saying, today we were talking about hearing, our next sense.
Oh, I love to hear. Listening to the birds chirping, the waterfalls and the waves crashing, and even bacon sizzling.
I love all those things too, but I like to listen to toe bacon sizzling.
What? What?
Bacon made from tofu. It's called toe bacon.
Oh boy, Emily, you are just so preposterous.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But today, our guests are teaching us about hearing.
Well, isn't that special? Who are our guests?
Jerry Yoder and...
Jerry? Yoder? Wait a minute, isn't that your last name?
Yes, it is. He's my dad.
Well, isn't that nice? I bet he was cheap.
Icky.
Well, fine. Is anyone else helping him?
Well, I am.
Oh, brother, look at you trying to steal the show. Wow, aren't you the special one?
Well, okay. I'm going to go help my dad.
Well, I suppose you probably want me to introduce you.
Well, now that you mention it...
Fine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my pleasure to pronounce to you today the the Yoder music singing family. Ta-da.
Hi, friends. This is my friend, Miss Kathleen, and she's going to be showing us some music.
Yes, we're talking about music and hearing today, and it's going to be so awesome. And just so that we can clarify my resume, the things I like about music and why I like to use my special hearing machines on my face is because I like to sing. And it's going to be so great, and you're going to help me a little later on doing that. But first, we are wanting to know, Emily, what on our body helps us to hear?
I don't know. Friends, what on our body helps us hear?
I almost gave it away.
That's right, our ears. Kathleen, can you tell me why our ears are so special?
I can tell you why our ears are so special. We have ears on our body. Can you touch them? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We've got ears on our body because God made us so wonderfully and perfectly, and our ears are so special so we can hear all the sounds around us and the sounds that are really quiet and the sounds that are really loud and the sounds that are far, far away and the sounds that are up close.
Let's try it.
Let me hear.
Whoa.
Or you can hear sounds like,
Ah.
did you hear that? It was so quiet. Very good. Do you remember what the first sound we heard was? Was it loud or was it quiet? Do you remember?
I think it was loud.
It was loud. Can you make a loud sound in your house? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Good job. Okay. I have a special friend I want to introduce you to. It's Mr. Ear. Hi, Mr. Ear. Can you hear me? Great. So I was telling my friends here about sound and hearing, and I thought you could help me to figure out what's inside of our ears. Do you think you can do that? Oh, fantastic. So the outside of our ear is called the outer ear. Can you guys wiggle the outer ear? And then there's a long tube where the sound travels when we hear, ah, and then it vibrates through the ear in that hole. No, that hole. Huh. This hole? Doesn't matter. And it goes through a big long tube, and then it goes into our inner ear that tells us and helps our brain know what sound we're hearing. Is that right, Mr. Ear? Thanks. See you later. We're going to try that now. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to hear a few sounds, and I want to see if you can guess what they are. Let's hear it again, one more time.
Really listen.
What do you guys think that sound was? That's right, it was a rooster.
Yep, it was.
Let's see what the other sound is. One more time. What do you guys think that sound was? What do you think it was?
I think it was a doorbell.
That's right, it was a doorbell.
And our last sound, let's hear it. Gosh, I don't know. That stumped me. One more time. Was that a car horn?
I think it was.
Very
That
good.
was a car. All right. When we hear sounds, it sometimes makes us feel something. How do you feel when you hear this? I like that one.
That was a good one.
That one makes me happy.
Makes me happy or a little silly. Very good. So we have some really cool instruments here. because one of the things I love about being able to hear is getting to hear music. I think Emily said that earlier. That's what she loved to use her ears
Yeah.
for. So we're going to have a few friends come out to help us with some of these fun instruments, because it makes my heart happy to hear music. It makes God's heart happy to hear music. And I bet it makes your heart pretty happy too.
All right, so our first friend that's going to be coming is Mr. Jerry. He's going to start playing some music. Can you guys tell me what that instrument is? What is it?
It's a guitar.
Woohoo! Okay.
Our next friend is a fox.
What instrument are you going to play, Fox?
Oh.
And what instrument is that? Jingle bells! Right? Yep.
Our next friend is a shark.
Hey, baby shark! What instrument are you going to play? You get to have two. You got it? And how does your instrument work?
Yeah!
Those are cymbals.
All right. Our next friend is a penguin. I wonder what he's going to play. What sound does that make?
That is a triangle.
All right, and our last friend is a dog. I wonder what he's going to choose.
Hi, dog. And he also picked the cymbals. And
Yeah.
Emily, what are you going to play?
I'm going to play this instrument.
And what is that sound? Very good. And I am gonna play the voice. It's the coolest instrument that we get to carry around everywhere we go. And so I'm gonna sing. Oh, hey. Jesus is my best friend, best friend, best friend. Jesus is my best friend. Come on, you know it. Jesus is
Best friend. Jesus is my best friend. Always there for me.
on when?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Jesus is my best friend. Always there for me. Always there for me. Yay!
I hope you enjoyed it and you sang along.
All right, so what we have next is we're going to have Miss Danielle and Miss Laura Kate lead us in some crafts.
Hey everybody,
Hey,
welcome to Craft Time. Laura Kate, I am so glad you can join us today.
I'm so excited to join y'all.
Yeah, or me,
Or
since
just
it's just the two of us,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, boys and girls, hopefully you have your craft box handy, We used our first craft last week. It was the cross that's up here on the wall now. Today, we're talking about the hearing God gave us. So we are going to decorate a rhythm board. So this is what the instruction sheet looks like.
Okay.
And this is what the rhythm board looks like. So it's super complicated today, guys. You're going to color the rhythm board. That's it. We're going to color it. And we can do designs, or we can draw pictures of things. We can do whatever we want because it's the rhythm board we have to decorate for ourselves.
Yes.
So
I like it. There's so much we can do with this.
it's going to be
Lots of
exciting.
space.
You can use crayons, or you can use markers, or you can use crayons and markers.
Ooh.
I'm going to use both. What do you think?
I think I'm going to use both too.
All right.
I think they could look really cool together. See, ooh, this is a fancy looking crayon or marker.
Look, we picked same family-ish.
Yes.
Sort of. Yours is greener than mine, but
But it's good. Green's my favorite color, so I'm going to use a lot of it.
cool.
I love this. What kind of sound does this make?
Well, it makes, a really lovely, rhythmic sound. It's a rhythm board. So really
Ooh.
it's in the same instrument family as drums, maybe.
Ooh.
So it's used to produce a rhythm. Isn't that great? Or you can pull it along. So it's not the kind of instrument that you use all by itself. It enhances other sounds.
Ooh. Like you could use this if your family was dancing in the living room. And you could use this to set the beat.
Yes, dance party.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think that would be perfect. It's an instrument kind of like the tambourine
Yeah.
or the bells like we just saw.
Yeah.
You can use that for whatever you want it to be. I think I'm going to draw some plants because I really like drawing plants. It's really just a bunch of green blobs.
Hey, you see what you want to see. I didn't like my spiral, so now I'm coloring over my spiral.
You can really do whatever you want with it.
Can, and you know what? Your decorations don't affect the sound.
They just make it look cool.
Yeah, it just makes it look fun. To enhance the experience,
To add to everything.
Okay. I'm going to show you guys a trick. If I can find, here, I'll use this. Did you know broken crayons work? It doesn't matter that it's broken. It still colors. Isn't that cool?
This is the best part of crayons.
Okay, so a fun trick you can use with a white crayon. Actually, you can use with any crayon, but it looks coolest, in my opinion, with the white crayon, is you can draw a little pattern, little dots and squiggly lines and all kinds of things. And then you can get a marker and color over it. And it shows up. It creates this nice little bonus pattern
Ooh.
in your
That's
design.
so cool. Because then you don't have to worry about the marker covering up the crayon.
Nope. You can
It
just color right on over it.
goes straight through.
Yep.
I wonder what it looks like to put crayons over the markers.
I don't know. You should try that.
I'm going to try that. So I drew some kind of green blobs. Do really whatever you want with this.
You can.
You could draw a friend. Could even do the cactus lines with the white. This is always my favorite thing to do. I also like writing secret messages.
Ooh.
So on the back I could write what's something I could draw an ear on the back. Like that.
Ooh, you draw ears very well.
And then I could go over with, again, my favorite color, but I could go over with the green.
And now it pops.
Yes. So if you had like white paper, a really cool thing you could do is you could write like secret messages to your friends, and they wouldn't be able to see it with the crayon, but then they could take their marker and color over it.
And then it would show.
That is so cool.
That's pretty neat.
That's such a good idea. I think I'm going to add in some clouds.
And if you really enjoy coloring and you find like this isn't enough, like you want to color more than this space offers, you know what? I have one here that I've finished already. You can color the back.
That's so pretty.
And the sides too. You can color all over it. Isn't that crazy and fun? Totally crazy and fun. So, Miss Laura Kate, what is your favorite sound?
My favorite sound? So I really like the sound, you know when you drive over a bridge, like when you and your family are maybe in a van and you drive over a bridge and you hear the ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk kind of sounds?
Yeah.
I love that sound.
Nice.
It's one of my favorites.
I really like, I like to go hiking, and I like to hear the sounds of like water trickling and birds.
Ooh.
And the wind through leaves. That's one of my favorite sounds.
That is a really good sound.
Yeah. Ooh, that's coming along very nicely.
Yeah, so you can see the
What
different
a lovely
plants.
sunny picture. It's raining right now, though. Or it
Yeah.
has been, yeah.
It's not super pretty outside, but it's pretty in a different way. And you can hear the rain.
Yep. And did you hear the thunder?
I did hear the
Yeah,
thunder.
there was some thunder this morning.
Thunder, it can be, I like to sleep when it thunders. Like, I sleep really well, but I know sometimes if I'm awake before it's, like, as it starts thundering, it can kind of be scary.
Sometimes it can, yeah.
Yeah.
It can. It can be really loud, or it can be really soft.
Yeah.
It can. It's
Kind
true.
of just letting us know that God's going to water our city today. So.
For sure. So, all right. Well, I would love to see pictures of your finished rhythm boards if you want to upload them to the Krazy Praizy page or send them to us, and we'll upload them. That'd be so much fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed our craft today. Bye.
All right, bye, guys. Thanks for seeing us.